Hey everyone, welcome back to Integrative Psychonautics. Hope you're doing well out there today. So today's video is just a short little transmission off the cuff from my heart, from me to you, switching roles here from educator more into coach mode to just deliver a message that I think some of you might want to be reminded of. And so you can consider this a very loving, very gentle, very friendly little kick in the ass to support you in progressing forward. So here's my message to you. If you know that there are things you could be doing to heal, to progress on your path, to get over your issue, to move forward, to break through, whatever the goal is, whatever the thing is that you want to do, if you know that there are things you could be doing that might make the difference and you're not doing them, go do them. Okay. So, I encounter all the time with people, whether it's clients or prospective clients that I'm kind of talking to see if we're a good fit, or people I meet online, or just people in my life, quite frankly, outside of the context of me as a coach. I see this all the time, and I've done this and I do this still. So I know how this goes, where we know what we could be doing. And we know that there are things that maybe would be game changers for us or difference makers for us, or that we've heard are good, or beneficial that we're not doing. Let me give some examples. If you're not eating well, if you're not exercising, if you're not making sure that your sleep hygiene is on point and your sleep is solid, if you're not, doing breath work to modulate your physiology and relax and de-stress, if you're not doing yoga, if you're not meditating, if you're not, reading about therapy and personal development and how to heal, if you're not taking action on the things that you can take action on or that you want to take action on, if you're not getting that personal organizer that might make the difference for you, if you're not learning more about all this stuff and making efforts in any of these areas, whatever it is, maybe for you, it's finding the right supplement or switching your medication, or again, putting a meditation practice into place, or self-inquiry or gratitude practice or journaling practice, whatever it's going to be. There are all kinds of things out there that are recommended. And a lot of times, I bounce this off of a person that I'm, just getting to know, whether, again, it's a client or prospective client, and I'll be like, so do you meditate? No. How's your diet? Not great. How's your exercise? I don't exercise, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, well, what if one of those things is like life-changingly, profoundly good? What if one of those things is the little edge that you need that cracks the whole thing open and creates a huge breakthrough for you? You never know. And I think a lot of times these things that kind of seem nice get discounted by those of us who are struggling and suffering, because we think, oh yeah, I could do that, but how much of a difference is it really going to make? Is it really going to be that good? Is it worth the effort? Oh, it's hard. Oh, I feel uncomfortable when I do that. I'm not sure that I want to do that. We kind of struggle with the idea and discount from the get-go, rather than just putting ourselves into these situations, trying different breathwork techniques, trying different relaxation techniques, trying self-regulation. I've taught my client, I'll take a client, I'll teach them 10 or 15 self-regulation techniques and they won't use one of them. And I'm like, do you want to heal? Do you want to change? Do you actually want to grow? Do you actually want to feel better? Because here's leverage here and here and here and here and here. And so if you're not taking advantage of those, if you're not putting your nervous system into the experience of these, trying them on for yourself, seeing how it feels, seeing how your perception changes a little bit from these different vantage points, seeing how life overall might shift and feel a little better or easier, et cetera, then I would encourage you at very least to look at why. What's stopping you? What's the belief system? What's the emotion? What's the need underneath the emotion? What's the fear? What's the rationalization? As a rationalization, call it out as a rationalization. Oh, I'm making a rationalization here that meditation doesn't work, so I'm not going to try, or whatever it is. You get my point. Obviously, I'm a little hopped up about this. And to be clear, just so you guys know, there's nothing that's happened in my life recently to kind of align with this. I haven't had any experiences lately with people who are like, yeah, I could, but I don't. I'm just generally saying this because I see this as a common pattern. And this is one of those very easy things you can do. We all know that there are actions we can take that are going to improve our life. And if you're not taking those actions, or at least giving them a fair shake, you really got to look at why and what's holding you back, and what is there to connect to there. What is there to connect to in the hesitancy, in the resistance, in the discouragement, in the lethargy, in the low mood, being an excuse to not do these things, right? What's there to connect to? This is a clue and a communication from the nervous system in and of itself, if you find that you're consistently not doing some of these things. But I would also in line with the spirit of the video I made recently about how we really don't know our own limitations, and how it's good and healthy within reason to push our own limitations and see how far we can actually go with something. This is a parallel video in that spirit of you also don't know what's really going to benefit you unless you really try it on and give it a fair shake. And you really don't know what's going to change your life and what's going to be the thing that really opens this whole thing up for you. And so I just want to remind you of that and encourage you to stop making excuses, stop using, because it's circular. The feeling bad, therefore I don't take action, which of course makes me feel bad about myself. And that makes me want to do like coping mechanisms like, eat junk food or, watch Netflix and space out. And then that makes me feel bad. That kind of thing is circular. There's always a circularity to whatever our coping, dysfunctional, dissociated, kind of unhealthy patterns are. So I would love to just encourage you, please get present to that. Get present to what the resistance is, and maybe stretch past your comfort zone a little bit and put yourself in these experiences, because you're really learning through experience. It's not something I can teach you. It's not something anyone can tell you that you're going to cognitively understand and then it's going to make it all work. Just go put yourself in these experiences directly of, again, yoga, meditation, breath work, exercise, cleaner diet for a week, including giving up sugar and giving up carbs and giving up, all that stuff, et cetera, and see how you feel. You're so worth it. There's so much beauty inside each one of us waiting to be accessed, but it's all covered up by all this other, stuff in the way. So that's my message too. Just if you know that there's something you can do, just go do it. And if you're not going to go do it, at least look and don't just accept from yourself and I don't know as an answer. Get really clear why you're not doing it. And, and then push yourself a little bit into that uncomfortable zone of growth, because sometimes growth is uncomfortable. And put yourself in situations. Go to a yoga class. Go take a 2-hour long walk, in your town. Go, spend 10 minutes doing a breathwork exercise, following a YouTube thing, et cetera, et cetera. I promise you, all of these low-hanging fruits that you have available to you, if you start collecting them and pulling them all together and making them a part of your life, will absolutely improve things. Okay, much love to you. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll talk to you guys soon.